My name is Aurora, and I'm here to do a video demonstration on how to make my strawberry avocado pasta salad. The first thing you're going to want to do is take care of getting the water ready to boil, because it's going to take a little while, and setting your pot aside early on will allow you to do all the other preparation steps beforehand. Next, you're going to wash your strawberries, especially if you got them from the store or wherever you get them, to get rid of any extra pesticides or any bugs or anything on it. So you're going to want to rinse them off thoroughly, making sure to get all of them properly so you don't get any bugs or anything in your dish. So you want to drain them and toss them in a bowl. What's really nice about strawberries is that they are high in folate and vitamin B6, which are really important vitamins to get day to day. And especially since 1 cup of strawberries has in total your whole daily serving of folate. And this dish has 1 full pound of strawberries in it, which means you get about 1/2 of your daily serving in 1 serving of this dish. Next, you want to cut off all the heads of your strawberries, because you don't want that to get in your dish. And when you cut your strawberries, instead of dicing them or anything like that, you want to cut them into pretty thin strips, so you can get a nice bite of them in all of your spoonfuls of this pasta. Next, you're going to want to take care of the avocado. Next, we're going to cut our avocados. To be safe, I like to cut it in my hand like this, putting my knife in and running it around in a circle, making sure to watch out for my fingers, since if you're using a sharp knife, that is a danger. Then I slide it in half like this. This one has a pretty small pit, and I like to avoid using my knife to take it out now, because it is dangerous to hit it in there and possibly hit yourself. So I use a spoon to just kind of try and pop it out really easily. So from here, I also use my spoon to scoop out the innards, and that slides out very simply, just like that. And from here, as it states in the recipe, you want to cube your avocado. So I score it like this, and then run across to make, I like pretty small cubes. Personally, it's a nicer way to eat it, in my opinion. It has better mouthfeel. And what's really nice about avocados as well is that they're actually another fruit, and they are really rich in vitamins K, B, C, and several of the B vitamins like folate, B6, and phenolanic acid. Once your pasta water starts boiling, don't forget to add that tablespoon of salt just for the pasta water to ensure that the pasta actually has flavor to it, since it doesn't naturally have its own flavor. So you're going to want to add, my box is 16 ounces, the recipe is 16 ounces, so I'm going to add my whole box to this. And following the package instructions, mine says to let it cook for 10 to 12 minutes. And once that's done, it'll be around al dente at 10 minutes, and I'll pull it out and continue the rest of the steps. The pasta salad's coming together with all of our fruits almost all done getting cut up. So now, since in the step that you add the strawberries and avocados, we're also adding the feta at the same time. So I'm going to open up my feta package, and I like things being pretty small. Also, feta's packaged in water, so you want to make sure you fully open the package over some kind of basin to let it spill into, since you don't want to get that feta water into your dish. So from here, I like to crumble my feta pretty good, because I like to get feta in every bite. It really helps to enhance the flavor, since feta has a lot of salt in it. It's really helpful to add extra salt to the dish without having to add salt physically, which really helps to keep down the sodium in the dish, which is really nice for your nutrition. So the recipe calls for 1 cup of feta, which is about half of this block. So I'm going to add that to crumble that into our mixture. And once this is done, I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to wrap it up for later, because I'm probably going to make this again one day. Now we're going to make the sauce. I really like Italian pasta salad, so I like to use an Italian dressing, because it's a little bit easier for me, since I don't have to make a full dressing whenever I want to make this. And these stay really well in your fridge. You can use it for other things. So in a separate bowl, you want to add half a cup of Italian salad dressing. You can see this is new, because I still need to pop off the top. So, half a cup of pasta salad dressing. And then this is still really thin, and I like it to be able to coat my pasta a little better. So I also like to add the same amount of plain Greek yogurt. Make sure it's plain, because if you get something with flavor, that's going to add that flavor to your dish. So I don't think you're gonna want this whole dish with vanilla flavor as well. And I like to put about the same amount of yogurt as I do salad dressing, so that's again another half cup. And so you add this all together and you can mix it combined. So you can see it's pretty nice. It's not gonna have that vanilla flavor, but it's still gonna have a little bit more creaminess for when you throw it all together. Okay, so my pasta finished cooking and now I'm gonna drain it all. I cut it off a minute ago. And so I don't have an actual strainer, so I just like to really slowly pour it out. So I just finished draining my pasta, so I'm gonna toss it all in a third separate bowl. So from here, like I mentioned, you wanna put your arugula straight in while it's still hot to let it wilt some and really express the flavors and give it a really nice look with all these different colors that we're adding in. So as the recipe states, 2 cups of arugula, toss it in, and you wanna toss it up together. Now we're gonna add all the strawberries. I'm cutting feta in to let it mix in together. So we want to toss this all together as well. Tossing it, making it spread nice and evenly, throwing in all this together when it's still warm to allow the flavors to really muddle and pop once the salad cools down, because I like to throw this in the fridge once I'm done to let it sit and cool before serving. And then finally, we're adding our sauce. So we'll throw this in. So once again, mix it all together. Make sure it's all nice and spread. And this is a really great item for summer since all this is seasonal produce that are all together at the same time. The strawberries and the avocados are both in season, so you can even get strawberries at local farms. And now you can see here we add the tablespoon of lemon juice to really brighten up the flavor and add acidity to our dish. And there you go. Our dish is all done. I'm going to take a second to plate it up before I show it to y'all.
1.
And that's it. As you can see, this is my strawberry avocado pasta salad. Really easy recipe and makes a whole bunch as you saw that in the last clip. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in another episode.